Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Chioma Stitches and my name is Chioma. On today's sewing tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this 3D applique. Stay tuned to the end of the video to learn how we made this. I'm going to be using these beads to embellish it. At this point, I didn't know how I'm going to play around with the beads, but I just got them just in case. So I have these tiny beads and then I have the bolder ones. And then I have the fishing line that I'll be working with as well. This is the fabric I'm going to be using for both the fashion fabric and the lining. I will also be using a pink lace piece as one of the layers. Let's get straight into the drafting. First, I fold my pattern into two and then I mark out a length of 15.5 inches plus half an inch for hemming. That's 16 inches, and then 5 inches for the width. Next, I rule a line across the middle, dividing the length into two. That's 2.5 on each side. Now I need the end of the applique to be 2 inches, which will be 1 inch on each side of the line. But with half an inch sewing allowance, I'll make it 1.5 inch on each side. Then I'll rule it to connect the edge of the center, that is 2.5 inches. Okay, so what I need is this. I'm going to cut this out. So mind you, there is sewing allowance in it already. Okay, so this is what we have. This is it, and this is how it's going to be. As you can see. So now I'm going to place it on my pattern, my fabric, and cut it out. I cut it the exact measurement with the pattern because I added the sewing allowance of half an inch on each side on the pattern. I'm going to go ahead and cut out 12 pieces of this, 6 for the main fabric and 6 for the lining piece. And then I'll cut out 6 pieces as well for the lace piece because we're going to be having 3 pieces of 3D applique for each sleeve. Okay, so after cutting them out, I cut out 6 actually, but this is 4 here and I'm still considering if I'm going to use the 5th and the 6th one. So but anyway, this top layer is supposed to be the main fabric, and as you can see, that's why I have a lace piece cut. That's the perfect lace piece for the dress. When I show you a picture, you understand. So this is it. This is the right side of the fabric. As you can see, that's the shiny part. So this is the wrong side of the lace, and when you place it on top, you're seeing the right side of the lining showing under this lace, as you can see. And then the one under is supposed to be the lining. So we're going to have this like this. So I'm going to go ahead and sew all around, and I'm going to leave an opening somewhere around here because I'm going to leave it at the largest part. I'm leaving an opening like somewhere from here to here, maybe 4 or 5 inches. Okay, so we'll be sewing the sides with half an inch. That's the half an inch we added on the pattern when we're drafting it. So this is it. You can see I've sewn it all around, leaving an opening where I'm going to be turning it inside out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this inside out and I will give it a good press. So what I'm going to do next is the boning channel. Okay, I've ironed them, so you can see, look at how it looks. It's come out looking clean. In other words, we've taken out all the sewing allowance, right? So all we have is the actual piece we need, neatly ironed. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, set them aside. I'm going to now create the boning channel because we're going to be using boning to create the structure. Okay, this is the boning, this is the regimen boning, the sewable boning, and I'm going to come back with my pattern again because I'll be using my pattern to cut out the strong gum stay that I'm going to be using to structure this applique. This is a strong gum stay. I'm going to be sewing the regimen boning on top of the strong gum stay. Now to cut out this gum stay, what I'm going to do is take out the half an inch we have on the sides so that we'll arrive at the exact measurement I need. So this is what I'm going to use to cut out the gum stay. So next I'm going to create my boning channels. This is it. So I've ruled out the line I'm going to use to create my channel, as you can see. So one is going to be here, and then one is going to be here, and then one here, one here, one here, just to keep it open so it does not compress. Look at this plastic boning. You're going to see that there is a space on the side here, on each side, that you are going to sew. That's where your mesh, your needle is supposed to go on when you are sewing it. So I'm just going to place it from the beginning like this, and I'll go ahead and sew it all the way down, and I'll do the same thing here. I've already sewn one layer of this, and if you notice, I didn't sew this part yet. I left it open. So I'm going to be sewing the second one. Okay, so I have two here. So what I'm going to do now is pick some parts of it, like 3 different places where I'm going to place the horizontal line that is going to act like a bridge, making sure this does not fold in like this. So what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to put one here. So I'm just going to measure it like this, and I'll cut it out just a little. Maybe put one somewhere around here. Okay, measure it as well and cut it out, and then so I'm going to place it here. So I'm going to place it inside this and lift this place and put it. This is why I have not top stitched this part, and then I'm going to go ahead and sew it. Okay, see, so this one is here, and I'm going to come to the center here and put this other one the same way. All right, I've sewn the ones on the horizontal line, so now I'm going to be attaching it. So remember the opening we left on the side. Okay, this is the purpose. So I'm going to pass this from here and go in. Okay, and then I'm going to come here and move here like so. Okay, so this is what I have. Look at that. So this is it. So you can see how it's standing. Now at this point you can now embellish it. For me, I'm going to be using beads, droplets of beads, okay, to embellish it. So I'm going to be closing this opening where we have passed it in. I've threaded my needle, my hand needle, that I'm going to use to put it together, and I made the threads like 4, so that I want it to, because I want it to be very thick. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring 3 pieces together, and I'm going to join them at the beginning here. So I'm going to tack here. When you are joining it, you are trying to make it look a bit separated, but it's still together. It doesn't have too much width. The width is not too wide. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and tack. So I've tacked here together like so. Okay, so after tacking this place, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move it a bit, try to separate it a bit, because I'm trying to create I don't want it to be too wide, so something like this. Move here, move here, so like this. So I'm going to find a way to, I'm going to tack here just a little, just to keep it together. Okay, I'll tack here. Okay, so I've tacked it here, so you can see this is what I have. So now I'm going to bring it to the end here on this side, and I'm going to arrange it the same way I arranged it at the beginning, and just a little different. Okay, so this is what I have. This is how it's going to look. It's going to look like this on the body. Okay, so you can place it however you want to place it, like this or in reverse. So I'm going to go ahead and tack here as well, and it will be like this. Then we'll start beading on it. After the beading, this is how it came out. I went ahead to attach it to the dress, and we've come to the end of this class. If at this point you have not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to like and share this video. See you all in my next sewing tutorial or beading tutorial. Bye bye.